Ms. Johnson. I'm Emily Backus. I'm here with NetSuite.
Great
How
to
are
meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Here's my business card in case you need to contact me further.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So, and please, seriously, feel free to contact me afterwards if you have any questions. But first, I want to thank you for taking your time to meet me. I actually met Bobby at a Georgia-Florida baseball game, and we got to talking about what we do, and he learned that I work for NetSuite, and he explained to me that y'all were interested in upgrading your client management system and kind of looking for like an all-inclusive sales tracking system, and I think that would be very valuable to you all. So thank you for letting me meet with you, and I'll use your time wisely because I know it's precious. But before I continue, is there anyone else that should be in here?
No, I don't think so. We have a
Okay.
couple underneath me, but I'm the ultimate decision maker here,
Okay.
so
Great.
I'd
That's
love to
awesome.
hear everything about NetSuite and what
Good.
your pitch for it.
Yeah. Okay. So, also, do you mind if I take notes while we do this?
Absolutely not.
Okay,
If
great.
that helps you, go for
Yes. Okay, brief agenda for you. I want to lay it out on the table so you know where we're going and that I'm using all time. What I hope to achieve is I really want a better understanding of your company's needs and really for you to understand everything that y'all need, because we want to make sure to cater to that. And I will do that by giving you a little product presentation of NetSuite, our all-inclusive CRM package, and what we can offer to help your company grow and continue to improve, because I know y'all are doing very well. And then hopefully we'll move into paperwork and some sort of next step if you are interested.
Right. Gotta hear a lot about your product.
Yeah.
First, there.
Yeah. So I will continue on. So Robbie told me that you all are currently using Nimble software. Is that correct?
Right.
Okay.
Exactly. Nimble's a non-cloud-based system.
Okay.
And right now it keeps all of our spreadsheet, our data, everyone in all the offices inputs their specific information from each client, and it keeps their accounts organized in that right now.
Oh, great. So you told me it's how you use it, but is it working effectively for you all and in that regard?
It works okay, but it does the bare minimum for us. It seems to cause some confusion among employees in between branches.
Right.
They don't all work together.
Right.
That kind of needs to be more in the people need to pay attention. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, exactly. We have clients that run into that problem until we meet them. So that's good to know. Let's see. Okay, so far I've heard that you just like your minimum basic features of the program, and it's inaccessible for all employees and not so easy to understand, and not communicating across branches. And is there anything else you can think of?
Well, I guess we could put better data reports on our sales.
Yeah.
Some of our employees are reluctant to put it in there because they think their information gets lost and it's not useful, and we just think it should be used more concrete data. They feel like they're just putting it into the system and not really getting long-term benefits out of that.
Yeah.
It's not really spitting back out information for us to use it in
Okay.
our sales processes.
And what kind of long-term benefits do you think that you could get from this?
Well, long-term benefits we could get from this. Well, it could just enhance our product. Our services overall. We could use it comprehensively.
Right.
Right. If we got all of our branches to work together,
Yeah.
it could possibly just unite the company as a whole and expand it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Maybe if we just got more people, the sales forecasting, maybe.
Yeah.
If somehow if our social media outlets could come together and we could figure out how to find more prospects or look for more prospects and just
Absolutely.
grow our business.
Yeah. Okay. That's great information. Really getting to know you all as a company, so that's really helpful for me. Okay, so you definitely think that this data would help motivate your salespeople, and seeing if they have data in front of them that's not really clear, as opposed to data that's super clear and understandable, you think that would be a more motivating front.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, naturally, it'd make it easier for them to find prospects, and
Yeah.
they're not just sitting back wondering, is this person gonna do business with us?
Yeah.
If they had more people who, they'd be more energized if they knew that the client they were going after would potentially become a long-term relationship.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. Okay, so looking at your company as a whole, I see you'll have 4 branches, and in those branches, there's 29 employees in sales, 82 in maintenance.
Correct.
Okay, so that's a pretty big company.
So you've done your research a little bit.
Yeah, I have. So out of those employees, do all of them have access to your current software? And beyond that, most importantly, are they utilizing it?
Right. So I guess everyone has access to it.
Yeah.
I would say mostly it's gauged towards sales people right now.
Yeah.
Our sales teams.
Yeah.
So they definitely use it way more actively than the maintenance team.
Yeah. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, let's see. So we've uncovered a lot about your needs as a company, which is great. So we're going to step back and look at the big picture, and a really important part of it. But what would you say your company's long-term and short-term goals are?
Good question. I would say both long and short term. It's a stronger marketing campaign.
Yeah.
Which I guess just see which campaigns churn out the best business and succeed the highest, and overall just a more comprehensive view of the business, and consequently I would like to see around a 5% increase in revenue.
Wow.
By next year.
Okay.
I don't know if that's...
Yeah, we've actually had a few clients that have had a 5% increase in 6 months after implementing our systems.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So it's definitely realistic then.
Definitely. Okay, so I hear you say stronger marketing campaigns. So when you all are putting out your marketing campaigns, are you able to identify which ones are successful in bringing in revenue and really reaching the clients, and which ones are just kind of falling short and not really?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like we're constantly fluctuating in revenue, so it's kind of hard to tell which campaigns help others.
Right. You can't really
help
single
us
them
generate
out.
revenue, but we naturally feel that there's a tendency that one brings in more revenue than the others, but it's hard for us to pinpoint it.
Okay.
That's something
Okay.
that we would love to do, because obviously if we find out which one's generating the most revenue for us, we
Yeah.
obviously use it
Right.
more often.
Run it again. Yeah. Okay. That's great to know. Okay. So, here we go. We're going to kind of run through this. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about our company, NetSuite. As I told you, and I think as you're looking for, it's integrated web-based business applications to companies like you all, over 4,500 customers, which is pretty huge, and every major award that can be offered a company, we have in our back pocket. So I know customers are valuable to you all, and not just to get a lead or get a one-time buyer, but to take them through the full 360.
Right.
So here we are able to give you a complete 360-degree view of the customer, and you can service from your prospect, and then all the way through upselling, and then just keep going through. It's a really nice feature I think about it is that anyone in the company can input information in about a customer, or client, or lead, and everyone in the company can automatically see it. So it's
Right.
instant, it's cloud-based, so it's not on this computer and that file. It's everywhere. So that's huge for a bunch of companies. Real-time visibility. We were actually given an award for the best forecasting for CRM, and as you can see, it's super visual and clear, concrete imagery, and very helpful to the clients. Sales-specific KPIs, key performance indicators, customer management, actual sales.
Oh, that's definitely useful for us.
Yeah.
Customer management, that's a really
Exactly.
good one.
And there's no infrastructure requirement. So as we talked about, cloud-based, and I know everyone has and hates IT hassles. So they just eat time into the work schedule, and obviously lowers cost of doing business because you're not going to waste half a day.
Right.
With an
Yeah,
IT.
we could definitely spend that extra time.
Yeah.
In other ventures,
Yeah,
probably just
exactly.
like training training our employees and stuff.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah, so it's good to think about. And once again, we are just one integrated business, so you don't have to worry about doing this and doing that and separate facets of the company. We are all in one. We have your accounting, your CRM, your e-commerce, your marketing. Whatever you need to do, you can do it all in one. It's cloud. It's pretty awesome to think about as a big company like yourselves. So it's a comprehensive view, which I think was something that you were looking for. Takes workflow from beginning to end. Testimonials, nothing but good stuff. And if you ever worry about picking it up or understanding it, our CEO quotes, "My mom could pick up NetSuite in about 3 to 4 minutes."
Wow.
So if she's anything like my mom, that's quite a feat.
Wow. Yeah, my mom's probably the same way.
Yeah. So I also wanted to give you a little bit of a virtual look at our resources. So like you talked about needing stronger marketing campaigns. So we go right over to customers, marketing, and here you have templates you can use, and you have just, so much detail that you may not know what to do with. So marketing campaigns. You can see the costs. You can see the expected revenue, details, who's running them, and then also you talked about the comprehensive view of the business that you want, and to get your end goal of 5% in the next year. So we can go to the reports tab, and just this reports overview can just show you. Obviously, this is a demo, but it would give you all your data and what you need. And then if you really want to get down to the nitty gritty, you can see everything in detail. You have financial purchases, and it goes on and on. Marketing. Yeah, it's pretty detailed. And then you mentioned your employees. All your employees have software, but only some of them are really utilizing it.
Right.
So
for our less technical,
right.
Would they be able to use it? Easy to pick up.
Oh yeah, for sure. We have lots of support over here, and me, I'm your 24/7 on-call support. But for the ones that were super motivated to use this resource, you go to opportunities, and you can just see all kinds of things, relationships and support, and it's a lot of good detailed stuff. And you did mention, I think, that you want your branches to be equally successful and thriving, and
right, that's the long-term goal of us.
Yeah.
Get them to work together and
exactly. So
build on each one's strengths.
right. So you can start from the bottom up, and you can go down here to sales, and you can go sales by customer. So one of your clients, you can see who's coming back, and then if you want to know the other end of it, then sales by a historical team. So sales by certain branches, or sales by individual sales reps, and that can help you see, where it's coming and going. So I think that's a great resource. Yeah, so I think, and just you were talking about the basicness of your current software, and obviously this is not basic. This is the full package, the full spiel.
Better than traditional CRM software.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So, and sometimes this looks a little overwhelming, but you see we have plenty of support here. I mean, you go to support overview, and they could tell you anything that you needed to know. And also, as you have my card, I'm always on call and ready to help, eager to help see y'all succeed. Okay, yeah, so we've looks like we've gotten the basic concerns, and or the important concerns. So after discussing, going through those, and seeing the issues, and seeing your notable losses, how much do you think that this could help you achieve your short and long-term goals?
Well, it can definitely help us for sure. Seems like a good solution.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's not going to get every one of our needs, but over time we can adapt, and we all stay close and touch with us.
Yeah.
And if we have any questions, you'll be able to help us out and see if we can just make those work for us as well.
Do you have any certain areas that you're more concerned about reaching the goals, or none in particular?
Not in particular. Just really our sales team just needs to continue to grow.
Yeah.
I think from looking at this that they may benefit with this more than anybody.
Yeah, I definitely think so. That's
because especially with the leads, they're always looking for new prospects.
Right.
That never stops with any kind of business.
Right.
You can never stop prospecting. Prospecting is the number one rule.
Yeah.
So anything that makes that easier, it's definitely a plus.
Great.
It's something that needs to be looked into.
Great. That's awesome. I'm so glad to hear that. So I'm thinking what I'm hearing sounds like we should move on to some paperwork. Is that correct? Are you interested in that?
For sure. Yeah, but like I was saying, it's like I just want to see the inside staff maybe,
Yeah.
and Bobby and the rest of the sales team.
Yeah.
Maybe maintenance if later on if we think maintenance should go on, we should definitely get that.
Yeah.
Later, just
Yeah, so we
makes a
could
good
definitely
foundation.
yeah, that'd be a good place to start if you want to start lower, and then we maybe move up from there. We could get you, the president, and the inside staff, and Bobby, and all your sales staff.
But that's depending on the price that you.
Yeah, right. So don't worry, I have that for you here. So this total, these users that you would like, that would be 44 users. So our software is $99 per user.
Okay.
So that comes out to a little over 4,000, and then there's a $1,000 a month service for the software. So it's about a little over 5,000 per month. You can think of it that way. If you wanted to think of it annually, you can think of it as 64,000 annually, and it's a year contract, but you take it as you want. You can do pay by month, pay upfront, which many of our clients do. I think that helps them, and I mean we very rarely have a dissatisfied customer. So yeah, if you are interested in that, we have a sales contract for you.
All right. Do you think the revenue we would generate would be more than the cost? Can y'all guarantee that?
Absolutely, yes. We usually guarantee a 5% increase in revenue annually, and that seems like that's what y'all are looking for.
Awesome. Well, that would definitely outweigh the cost, and I'd love to sign it and then relay it back to Bobby that he did a good deed in connection with you. And
Great. Yeah, I'm so glad he did. And then we could always follow up in a few weeks if that works for you, and maybe see how it's. I'll absolutely check in on y'all and see how it's going, and maybe we'll talk about the next step to getting everybody on board.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
awesome.
Sounds good.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much. Nice to meet you.
You too.